Peace and blessings. This is Ani, and it has been 9 days since I had my wisdom teeth removed, and I wanted to let you all know what I've been doing and how I've been healing, and also how I avoided dry socket, how I completely avoided dry socket, which was something I was very, very nervous about with getting my wisdom teeth removed. And dry socket is when the blood clot doesn't form, or the blood clot comes out of the space where the tooth, or rather the teeth, were removed. I had two of the teeth at the bottom removed and two of the teeth at the top removed. I have two of the teeth that were at the top. I still have them somewhere. I gotta go find them, but they were massive. I'm talking about they were probably about that long up and down. The ones at the bottom were impacted. On this side, there was a layer of bone covering over the tooth, so that had to be drilled out. Over here, I had a bit of an infection on this side, so my gums were swollen. That also had to be drilled out as well. I wish y'all could see this, but I have like, oh my gosh, the hole over here is just massive. And because I had bone over the tooth on this side, and the nerve was so close to the root of the tooth, I definitely had some risk of numbness. And it's been 9 days, and I still have a little bit of numbness right here. But 2 days after the surgery, I'm talking about, I couldn't even move. All of this was completely numb. Now I can smile because I can feel a little bit more, but it's still tingly. My mother and my doctor said that if it's tingly, that means the nerves are starting to wake up. All right here is still kind of numb, but when I put warm water on it, for some reason, I kind of feel it. It's almost like it's like a defrosting type of feeling. All right, let's get to the big tips. Number one of the tips that one of the things I really had to do to help myself heal was less talking. I'm a kindergarten teacher, so it was very, very hard for me to do this. But I noticed that the less I talked, the less pain I would feel in my mouth. And also resting, going my butt to sleep. I'm a bit of a night owl, but going to sleep early really helped me heal faster. Number two, I think for at least the first 5 or 6 days after surgery, it is important to focus on soft foods. Reason being, tortilla chips and like meat and lettuce, those things are very hard to chew. And I'm talking about, I actually tried to eat these things and my teeth were throbbing with pain. And also I had an issue where the food would get lodged in those holes where my teeth were. So that's not a good idea at all. So it's very important to focus on soft foods. I ate a lot of, I put cereal in a bowl and poured milk over it and just let it sit for a while so it could get soft. I'm talking about, I was starving. I had a lot of soup, I had some ice cream, yogurt, lots and lots of yogurt. And I also made lentils, ate that, lots of soups, lots of like oatmeal and mushy cereal. I lived. But I was heartbroken when I wasn't able to eat salad. That was very painful for me. And it's getting there. I'm able to chew a little bit more because I'm able to feel more of my teeth now. Tip number 3, cleanliness is so important. What I do is every time after I eat, even now, right after I eat, I give me a bottle of water, put it in my mouth. And every time I do that right after I eat, like so much food comes out of my mouth, and that's very important to remove that so that the teeth can heal and infection doesn't start building up in those holes. Not good. I used my first 3 or 4 days after my surgery, I did a lot of salt water. Yeah, I'm going to say diluted sea salt, but water and salt in the morning, the afternoon, and night. And I also use, this is one of my favorites, hydrogen peroxide is an oral debriding agent. Sometimes I kind of just like throw it in there without diluting it, but it gets very, very bubbly. So, and it works better when I dilute it and put it in my mouth. So yeah, definitely dilute this because it is strong. Tip number 4, no alcohol for at least a week, because alcohol can definitely slow down the process of healing. Definitely. And moving on to tip number 5, mouth stretches. So if you were in a situation like me where you had a lot of numbness, a lot of swelling going on, I also recommend cold presses and hot presses. Like, it felt so good for me to get in a bathtub and like submerge half of my face in the water, in the really hot water. Like, instantly after doing it, I just felt so much sensation where I didn't feel any sensation before. But if you're going through a lot of numbness like I am, like I was and kind of still am right now, I advise doing mouth stretches. So one thing I would do, try to smile as wide as I can. Ugh. I still feel like a little pain right there, but it's important to get that stretching going on. Another one is like chin ups. Move it this way. Move it this way. Just to start waking up those nerves. Start stretching and activating those nerves. No, it's a little weird, but that one right there, it definitely helps. Also, opening my mouth as wide as possible, sticking the tongue out. I still got my mouth, my jaw isn't as flexible as it was before. So I'm still working on opening up those areas. This one opened up a bit, but I got a little bit more to go. So also, eating popsicles helps too. Eating popsicles definitely help with stretching the jaw. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all. Happy healing. These are my tips to avoid dry socket and waking up those nerves. See, I feel it already. I feel that tingliness just from stretching my mouth. All right, peace, y'all. Peace and blessings and love.